chance to speak to Indian people who are standing with us since a long time, and special thanks for Bادمجا and DYA. Hi. Okay. Really, it's not easy for me and for everyone to stand here while this country is threatened by American attack hegemony. Now America is loudly announcing that they are going to attack my country. They are saying, and as the same scenario, if any one of you misses the scenario of Gulf War against Iraq, now we can watch it slowly. They are repeating it, the same scenario. Mass destruction weapon was replaced now by chemical weapon. They are blaming and saying that Syrian government have used this chemical weapon against its civilians. We have announced it and said many times that if we have this chemical weapon, we are not going to use it against our weapon. It's only if it was exist, it is a strategical weapon, like India. India has nuclear weapon. It is not going to use it for nothing. It is the final solution if it exists in India. So what's going on in the area? It is, as I said, it's only a repetition of what has done in Iraq. Many of us maybe in India, as the duty of media to inform you as your right to know what's going on. Not the right that fact that only America now have the decision to attack us. Not now. It's a Cold War between us since a long time. We, as a partner of a strong coalition between Iran and Hezbollah and all these China, India, BRICS countries, all these countries now making a new goal in the world. The Soviet Union, after its collapse, there is a new power that emerged. America is unable to understand that these new powers are going to play its role. It's right for India to have veto rights, like America. It's 1 billion to 3 billion, like China. They have the right to have. But America are unable to understand and accept anyone except its people. They want to live on our arms. They want to hike the prices of petrol over all the world. Why the American army is not in the United States, like Indian army? We have only some troops of Indian army are serving in Syria for United Nations. It's duty for them. But why American army is outside of America? Most of American bases are located in Qatar. Qatar is not a country. Qatar is a military base, American base. All the troops of America now only located in Gulf. They exploit them. They control the price of petrol. As you see now, today morning, Israel launched 2 missiles, ballistic missiles, in the Mediterranean Sea. What happened in Ruby? It hiked to 68 or 66, 69. Maybe it will reach to 200 if the war takes place in this war. This part, as Mr. said and all the attendants said, that it's very rich area. We can't say that as an Indian or as any humankind that, okay, let's wait and see what will happen. It's our duty to move. As war needs to high, to make our voice high, making peace require our voice to be high. We can't stand on the margin and say, okay, let America move and after that we will see what will happen. I'm following the Indian media and the Indian press and see that they are not giving much interest about what's going in the world and about what's going in the region. Sometimes any Indian will be sure, okay, Syria attacked it. Syria is attacked since years, and these things might happen to you, to Pakistan, to any country. This balance, international balance, is controlled by America. They can drop exactly by controlling the economy. I can't say that America, okay, they are not innocent in making anything. They are really involved and controlling the world. And finally, what they care and what they interest in Middle East, they only care and interest about Israel. Israel is the key boy for America, and finally, security is the priority for America. When we look for the priority of America, we can understand why this is happening in Syria. We can ask one question: why Syria? Why not Somalia? Why they don't go to Somalia? Somalia is suffering. Why they don't? There's civil war since 10 years. Go and solve it. Why they go to Syria? Syria, we have a president. He was legally elected. I contrary approval with the year. Maybe President Bashar Assad is the president of Syria since 13 years. This means he was newly elected, and he said to America, if I wasn't elected, not elected next time, okay, it's your duty. You are the democracy. You pretend to be the greatest, the oldest democracy in the world. As Obama yesterday said, when he said, okay, I'll ask the Congress about if they will give me a permission to attack. As he is going to attack a child, to punish a child, okay, don't go and don't. Since 6 months, they are taking now justification for chemical weapons. Since 6 months ago, the opposition has used chemical weapons against civilians, against Syrian, against governmental, and against the Syrian Arab army. They killed hundreds of people. And we just make a request for United Nations and for all international community, just send any committee to justify, to make any conclusion, to just to see what's happening. They accepted to come only after 6 months. They accepted to come only after 6 months. And when the plan completed by America and everything, they are cooking the area in light flame. Until they see there is a good atmosphere to attack us, they started their decision. They are saying that the opposition are unable to make this chemical gas. Many reports talking about many gas were leaked from Netherlands. Saudi have bought it and exported. And Saudi is openly saying that we are going to support the opposition and the rebels. Just to inform you, Syria is fighting 83 countries. 83 countries are fighting terrorist groups, belonging to terrorist groups, fighting in Syria. Many of them, all the Arab countries are fighting in Syria. They are sending groups, only Djibouti. Djibouti is not sending. This means 22 Arab countries are fighting for that, for the sake of Israel eyes only. They want to protect Israel. The final thing for them. Even we are calling Israel for peace. Just bring us our back, occupied land, and we will live as friendly, as neighbors. We respect Jews, we respect Judaism, we respect everything. But they don't accept that. When we talk, maybe I give you just little information about the area and the geographical position of the area. Syria was like India, exactly before dividing to Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan, or all these small countries. Syria was called maybe Bilad al-Sham, as Muslims know that, Bilad al-Sham or Sham Sharif they call it. Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, and Syria. This is a big Syria. After the Ottoman occupation and the First War, they collapsed the area and divided the area by Sykes-Picot. Sykes is from French, Picot is from Britain. They divide the area like now we divide the cake. You take this part, you take this part, you have fighted with me, I give you this country. You were good with me, you servants with me, I give you this country. And this is what happened. They take this part from Syria and give it to Turkey, the West Iskandaron. This Iskandaron district is very vast, maybe it divides 10% of Syria. They give it to Turkey. And they give Lebanon its independence. And they give Jordan one country. And they give Israel its right to be in Arab world. And when Israel begins in this strange atmosphere, the problem, all the Arab problem. Just for mention, we have long war with Israel since 1948. About 1948 there was a war, 1958 there was a war, 3 wars against Egypt, 3 armies, United States, UK and Israel. All these armies attacked Egypt at that day. Then at 1973, 67 there was a war also. The Arab defeated, 6 armies were defeated. the last victory for the Arabs, it was by Syria and Egypt in 1973. We defeated them, and after that everything started to change. Israel started, they lost their sovereignty, they lost their control over the areas. They started to believe that we are in danger. They broke their hand, as we say in Arabic, and they start to beg, okay, America, give me weapons, give me arms, I need. America gives funding them, supporting them, gives them everything they need every time with unlimited support to Israel. After that, when they were defeated at 2006 and when they defeated at 2008 with Gaza, everything has changed. Now they started calling as America as very professional in English and using expressions. They call the Arabic Spring. Where is the spring? Now after 5 or 4 years, what happened in Libya? More than lakh were killed. All Libya were destroyed. Why you are coming to liberate me? Why to go and destroy a bridge? Why to go and to destroy a flyover or a bus station? Why to go? This is what happened because you want to do this infrastructure for this organizations that have participated with you in this attack. And this is exactly what's going in Syria. In Syria, what we can say is that now, they call it is that all of them, they don't want the president. They don't want the president. Okay, the president says that, okay, I'll be at 2014 re-elected. I have right like any Syrian citizen to be in this. But when you say that you don't have right to be, and you have to leave, and all that means that all the country will be divided. They are talking about civil war or crisis or uprising. Whatever they call this, it is only a conspiracy. We were shouting loudly since 2 years. Global media against war conspiracy against us is endurable. Really more than 200 news media agency, channels, newspaper are working against us. And sorry for that, Indian newspaper only cover it for that. Even I am working in Ministry of Information. We invited many Indian journalists. They have visited Syria and they walked in Syria and they told me, is this real Syria? We use it to walk in the street. We walk in the street and we can imagine that our wives and children told us, don't go because you will be killed. And this about a year ago. This you can imagine. So I really understand what's happening in India. And even when they voted against Syria, it was not to be blamed because maybe as a normal citizen we don't know what is going on in political policy. They started treating the Indian government that you have more than 1 million Indian working in Gulf. We will bring them back home. So how you can imagine this much pressure are giving and putting on Indian government? We understand that, but at this moment, really this historical moment, we can say that no one can say, okay, let us just wait and see what will happen. As I said, we have to move for all the world, and everything that is happening in Syria now is helping the world. No one can imagine that a small country like Syria will make Obama dizzy, confused. He is unable to take a decision. He is the leader of the greatest war in the world, and what you can imagine about the American army that, as I said, invaded all the world, and now anyone says, okay, I'm confused, I have to ask the Congress. Okay, suppose you want to ask the Congress and finally you will take the attack. If Israel told you to take the attack, you will take the attack, no problem for that, because many Americans were killed in stupid war against Afghanistan. Why America to go to Afghanistan? Why? Why to go to Iraq? Why they came to Iraq? Because stupid W. Bush, he is a petrol mention. He has greatest petrol company in the world, and he is interested in giving this for his country. And Iraq have unlimited resources like our Arab countries. Worth to mention that Syria now, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, this Mediterranean area in the sea, big discoveries about gas. It will be the major source of gas in the world. And as many economical people know that gas will be the major and essential power to be dependent on the future, in the 100 years, in the coming 100 years. Gas will be the main source of power. Petrol will not be economic as for gas. And this area is very easy for exporting. It is in the middle of the world. It is very easy to manufacture. It is very nice area. But until now, why Qatar and other Arab gulfs are conspiring against Syria? We go back to understand that Qatar wanted to make a conspiracy with United Nations, with United USA. When they send the Qatar gas to Europe through the Mediterranean Sea, this means Russia will not be able to control Europe. And this is unacceptable in the world. You are playing in very dangerous area. Even Obama, even any president in the world will not dare to play this game with the president like Putin. Putin is intelligent man. He is the head of the KGB, and everyone knows what is KGB. So you can cheat him as you cheated him in Libya. They cheated him in Libya by saying, as now they are trying to cheat him in Syria. We are just going to move to do just limited action. We will hit the hand of President Bashar Assad. Don't do that again. And finally, what will happen? If they hit his hand, he will stop? No. Iran is loudly announcing that it will be a regional war. It is not only for Syria. I can easily hit you, but I can control your reaction? No. I can start the war. It's easy, very easy for anyone to start a fight or to start the war. But how I can control the war and when I can finish the war? This America now started to understand. It is not Afghanistan. It is not any other war. It is Syria in the real meaning. But until now, we know that America is stupid. Really, they have proved that all over the history. Vietnam War, Iraq War, Afghanistan War, and finally when they killed Osama bin Laden, they hide his body. Where is Osama bin Laden? Why? Many people asked it. Why to hide his body? And finally what Osama bin Laden, his strong relationship with Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera with his strong hand for America and for Qatar. Where Osama bin Laden only sent his footage to Al Jazeera and show it. This may question that they believe that people are stupid and understand what's going on. We really understand everything that all the conspiracies, but the fear of America is controlled and dominated for everyone in the world. As I told you, maybe I said that America has taken 130 war, 130 war or air strike or something, military action in all its history. 5 of these war only were taken to Congress. What does that mean? If this war is happening, this will be the 6th war that will be taken to Congress. It is a very serious issue. It will not be stopped at it. India will be affected like any other place in the world. Now we are paying for 80 rupees, I guess, for petrol. Maybe you will not be able to get petrol. As they have said that Saudi is very rich, and finally Saudi is ready